Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on chapter 2. In this video I will explain how to properly use a word formula. This will be your first step in the world of algebra, the world of letters. So let's start the intro and here we go. So let me tell you what algebra is. Algebra is the world where the algebraians live. It's a small island off the coast of Pythagorean. You see? Right here, near the outskirts of the number world. But before we can visit this magical world, we should know a few rules and laws of this world, or rather quirks. You see, in algebra, they don't like to tell you the answer to your questions straight away. No. They give you a formula so you can calculate the answer for yourself. Let me tell you what a formula is. A formula is a special sentence with which you can calculate something. For example, if I were to show you these pictures, you might notice that there is a certain pattern between the pictures. The first picture has 3 dots, the following picture has 5 dots, then there are 7 dots, and so on. Especially when writing this in a table, you will notice a pattern. For each following picture, the amount of red dots increases by 2. But what about picture number 12? I like to draw, but I don't want to draw 12 pictures to figure out how many dots that picture has. So, if we're able to somehow calculate the amount of dots by only knowing the picture number, that would be awesome. This is where formulas come in. This situation can be told by the following word formula. Amount of red dots equals to 2 times picture number plus 1. This formula works as follows. When we want to calculate the amount of red dots for picture number 3, we insert the 3 in the formula. We now have the line amount of red dots equals to 2 times 3 plus 1. And if we calculate this line correctly, we receive 7 as our answer, just like we were supposed to do. Now let's try this with picture number 12. We insert the 12 in our formula and we get the following line. Amount of red dots equals to 2 times 12 plus 1. We calculate this step by step and receive 25 as our answer. That means that picture number 12 has a total of 25 red dots. This process of calculating an answer with a formula is called evaluating. In this case, we evaluated the amount of red dots for picture number 12. The words in the formula are called variables, which comes from the word variant, which means changing. One of the most important laws of the lines of algebra is the order of operations. Even when working with word formulas, one must follow the order. Failing to comply with these rules of the lands will result in a prison sentence or, in some cases, exile from the land. So before some of you are thrown in jail because I didn't teach you well enough, let's practice with a few more formulas. Here we have a formula that describes the cost of a lawnmower which you can rent at the DIY store. Total cost equals to 10 plus 5 times number of days. So, what would I have to pay if I were to rent this lawnmower for 3 days? Well, in that case, we are going to evaluate the formula for number of days is equal to 3. We get the following line. Total cost is equal to 10 plus 5 times 3. The order of operations states that I have to start with any brackets, but luckily there are none. So we can directly go to the next line, multiplying. So first we multiply 5 times 3 and receive 15. Our next line will be total cost is equal to 10 plus 15, which is 25. So if I want to rent this lawnmower for 3 days, I have to pay 25 euros. But what if I want to rent it for 6 days? You might want to say that the cost will then be doubled, but you can never say that directly. Always calculate your answer, never just guess. So we evaluate the formula for number is days is equal to 6 and we get the following line. Total cost is equal to 10 plus 5 times 6. We again follow the order of operations and multiply before adding. So total cost is equal to 10 plus 30, which is equal to 40, meaning that for 6 days I have to pay 40 euros, which isn't twice the answer we had before. So you can never expect things to double or triple. Always calculate your answers properly. Our final formula for this video will be length of the candle is equal to 36 minus 4 times number of burning hours. And as the formula might expect, this formula tells me how long a candle is in centimeters after several hours after it been lit. How long is the candle after 7 hours? What do? Well, we insert a 7 for the number of burning hours. We get the new line, length of the candle is equal to 36 minus 4 times 7. Again, multiplying goes before adding and subtracting. 4 times 7 is equal to 28. So the next line will be length of the candle is equal to 36 minus 28, which is 8. And that means, you guessed it, that after 7 hours the candle is only 8 centimeters long. With the use of the table, we can show all possible values for the number of burning hours and the remaining length. But more on that on chapter 3 when we start working on graphs. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. In the last paragraph, I will teach you about letter formulas, so be sure to practice them enough. And I will see you next time. And remember, the order is everything.